Hello, dear listeners, and welcome to Dreamy Bedtime Tales, your sanctuary for relaxation and tranquility. I'm your host, grateful for your presence as we embark on a journey to a serene farmhouse, a haven where serenity and comfort blend seamlessly, inviting every inhabitant into the embrace of a profound, peaceful slumber. Tonight, let's delve into a soothing retelling of the timeless and beloved classic, The Three Little Pigs. Once upon a time, there were three little pigs who lived in a cozy little village nestled in the heart of the countryside. These three pigs were brothers, but they couldn't have been more different from one another. Despite their differences, they shared a common goal: to build their own houses and live happily ever after. In this enchanting tale, we will embark on a journey with the three little pigs as they face challenges, learn important life lessons, and discover the power of determination and resourcefulness. Join them as they encounter the notorious big bad wolf, who will test their strength, wits, and the quality of the homes they build. Let's ensure you're completely at ease, ready for a tranquil night's sleep. Gently close your eyes and tune into the space around you. Feel your body surrendering to the comforting cradle of the mattress. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, release any lingering tension. Direct your attention to the points where your body meets the bed. Allow the weight of your legs to sink into the soft support beneath. Revel in the smooth, cool sensation of the sheets against your skin. Let the pillow tenderly support your head, offering a haven for rejuvenation. Envelop yourself in the blankets, creating a cocoon of safety and comfort in this serene environment. Should there be any residual tension, let's address it together. Inhale slowly, tensing your hands and arms by clenching your fists and pulling your arms together. Hold for a count of 4, and then exhale, letting go of the tension. Feel a calming energy wash over your arms and hands, freeing them from any burdens. Now, as we transition to our bedtime story, find a cozy position that suits you, whether lying flat on your back or curled up on your side. Take a moment to mindfully explore the sensations in your bed, the supportive mattress, the pillow beneath your head and neck, and the comforting texture of blankets or linens against your skin. Notice any additional sensations, be it a gentle breeze, the soothing sound of rain, or the ambient temperature. As you settle into this comforting space, close your eyes and allow the gentle cadence of my voice to guide you through the captivating history of beds, leading you into a tranquil and restful night's sleep. In a picturesque little village, nestled amidst rolling green hills, lived three little pigs named Peter, Patrick, and Paul. They were brothers, but each had their own unique personality. Peter was the eldest, bold and adventurous. Patrick was the middle pig, full of creativity and curiosity. Paul, the youngest, was known for his carefulness and thoughtfulness. One sunny morning, the three little pigs gathered around their mother, Mama Pig, who had a twinkle in her eye. She had an announcement to make. "My dear sons," she began, It's time for you to start your own journey and build your own homes. Each of you must use your talents and skills to construct a sturdy abode. Excitement filled the air as the three little pigs listened attentively. Mama Pig continued, "Remember, my dear ones, it is not just about building a house. It is about creating a home where you will find safety, comfort, and happiness. But be cautious, for lurking in the woods is the cunning big bad wolf who may try to blow your houses down. Stay determined and always remember the power of unity." With their mother's words echoing in their minds, the three little pigs set off on their quest. They bid farewell to Mama Pig and the familiar sights of their village, venturing into the unknown with dreams of independence and a place to call their own. As they journeyed through the lush green meadows and crossed babbling brooks, each of the little pigs contemplated the best way to build their houses. Peter, the adventurous one, decided to build his house quickly and enjoy his freedom. Patrick, the creative one, wanted to build a unique and artistic house. Paul, the thoughtful one, planned to construct a house that would withstand any challenge. They ventured deeper into the forest, where they stumbled upon a clearing where they decided to make their homes. Excitement filled the air as they started gathering materials and putting their plans into action. And so, the journey of the three little pigs began, each with a different vision in mind. Little did they know that their choices would soon be put to the test by the cunning and fearsome big bad wolf. With the clearing as their canvas and determination in their hearts, the three little pigs set out to build their houses. Each pig had their own unique approach, driven by their distinct personalities and desires for the perfect home. Peter, the eldest and most adventurous, wanted to finish his house quickly so he could explore the world beyond. He gathered bundles of straw from the nearby fields and began stacking them, forming walls and a roof. As the straw settled into place, Peter's house took shape. It was lightweight and easy to build, but some might say it lacked sturdiness. Meanwhile, Patrick, the creative pig, had a different vision. He ventured into the forest, searching for sturdy sticks and branches. With an artistic flair, he intricately weaved them together, creating a house that was not only functional, but also aesthetically pleasing. Patrick took pride in his craftsmanship and believed that beauty and strength could coexist. Lastly, Paul, the thoughtful and meticulous pig, had a different approach. He ventured deep into the forest, where he found a quarry of strong bricks. He painstakingly collected them, one by one, before meticulously building his house. Paul knew that his house might take longer to construct, but he valued durability over speed. He wanted a home that could withstand any challenge that came his way. As the days passed, the three little pigs continued to work diligently on their houses. Peter's straw house stood tall, but it was evident that it lacked the strength to withstand any forceful blows. Patrick's stick house showcased his creativity, but it was clear that it might not hold up against a determined foe. Paul's brick house, on the other hand, stood as a testament to his perseverance and careful planning. It radiated strength and security, a fortress in the making. Unbeknownst to the little pigs, their efforts had not gone unnoticed. Deep within the shadows of the forest, the big bad wolf watched with hungry eyes. He had heard tales of the three little pigs and their quest for independence. The wolf's cunning mind was already devising a plan to put their houses to the test. One sunny afternoon, as the three little pigs admired their nearly completed homes, a sudden gust of wind swept through the clearing. The wind howled and whistled through the trees, carrying with it a chilling message. The wolf had arrived. With a menacing grin, the big bad wolf approached Peter's straw house. He huffed and puffed, blowing with all his might. The flimsy straw walls quivered and trembled, unable to withstand the wolf's forceful breath. In an instant, Peter's house crumbled into a pile of straw, leaving the adventurous pig exposed and vulnerable. The wolf, unsatisfied with his easy victory, moved on to Patrick's stick house. He repeated his huffing and puffing, but this time the house held up slightly better. The sticks held firm, but the wolf's relentless efforts caused the house to shake and creak under the pressure. Patrick realized that his creativity alone was not enough to keep the wolf at bay. Finally, the wolf approached Paul's brick house, his eyes gleaming with anticipation. He huffed and puffed with all his might, but the sturdy bricks held firm. The house stood resolute, unaffected by the wolf's relentless assault. Paul, the thoughtful pig, had built a fortress that would not yield easily. Defeated, the big bad wolf retreated into the shadows, vowing to return another day. The three little pigs, shaken but unharmed, realized the importance of their choices. Peter learned the value of patience and thoroughness, understanding that rushing through life can lead to vulnerability. Patrick saw that creativity alone might not always be enough, and that a solid foundation is essential. And Paul, with his brick house still standing strong, knew that his careful planning and attention to detail had paid off. As the sun set on that eventful day, the three little pigs came together, recognizing the strength of unity and the power of perseverance. Their journey was not over, for the big bad wolf would surely return. But with their newfound knowledge, they were prepared to face any challenge that lay ahead. As the days passed, a sense of tranquility settled over the clearing where the three little pigs had built their houses. Peter, Patrick and Paul had learned valuable lessons from the encounter with the big bad wolf, and they felt a newfound confidence in their ability to protect themselves. Little did they know, the big bad wolf had not given up on his quest to devour the three little pigs. He was a cunning creature, always plotting and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The wolf had been observing the pigs from afar, studying their strengths and weaknesses, and now he felt he had found a weakness to exploit. Under the cover of darkness, when the moon cast an eerie glow over the forest, the big bad wolf crept closer to the clearing. He approached Peter's former straw house, now nothing but a pile of remnants. With a wicked grin, the wolf began to snicker. He knew that Peter had hastily constructed his house, and it had crumbled under his breath so easily before. This time, however, the wolf had a different plan in mind. Using his clever paws, the big bad wolf gathered some remaining straw and carefully placed it around his body, disguising himself as a harmless pile of straw. He knew that Peter, being the adventurous one, would not hesitate to explore the clearing. His plan was to trick Peter into believing that he was just a pile of harmless debris. The next morning, as the sun began to rise, Peter stepped outside his brother's sturdy brick house. His adventurous spirit urged him to explore the surroundings, and he felt a sense of curiosity pulling him towards the remnants of his old house. Unbeknownst to him, danger lurked nearby. As Peter approached the pile of straw, a soft breeze rustled the leaves, sending shivers down his spine. He couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss, but his curiosity got the better of him. With a cautious step, he reached out to investigate the pile of straw. Just as Peter's hand was about to touch the disguised wolf, he heard a faint whisper coming from the wind. It was the voice of his brothers, Patrick and Paul, warning him of the wolf's trickery. In that moment, Peter's instincts kicked in, and he swiftly pulled his hand back, narrowly avoiding the clutches of the big bad wolf. Realizing that his disguise had failed, the wolf shed his straw camouflage and revealed his true form. With a menacing growl, he lunged towards Peter, determined to make him his next meal. But Peter, fueled by his newfound resilience, quickly darted towards Patrick's stick house for safety. Inside the stick house, Patrick had been anxiously watching the events unfold. When he saw the wolf chasing Peter, he knew he had to act swiftly. Patrick had always been resourceful, and he had an idea that might save them all. Using his creative mind, Patrick grabbed a pot of boiling water that he had been preparing for breakfast. With careful precision, he flung the pot towards the wolf, dousing him with the scalding liquid. The wolf yelped in pain and retreated, his plans foiled once again. Meanwhile, Paul, who had been inside his sturdy brick house, had heard the commotion. He knew that his brothers needed his help. Without hesitation, he rushed to their side, joining forces with Peter and Patrick. Together, the three little pigs stood tall, their determination shining through. They knew that the big bad wolf would not give up easily, but they were prepared to face any challenge that came their way. United as a team, they were confident in their ability to outsmart and outwit the cunning wolf. As the sun rose higher in the sky, the clearing was filled with a newfound sense of resilience. The three little pigs, having overcome yet another encounter with the big bad wolf, were ready to continue their journey. They knew that there were more trials to come, but they were determined to build a future filled with safety, happiness, and the bond of brotherhood. As the three little pigs, Peter, Patrick, and Paul, continued their journey, they found themselves in a new clearing. The sun shone brightly overhead, casting a warm glow on the lush green grass. It was here that they decided to build their next set of houses, each pig following their own distinct path. Peter, the adventurous and impulsive pig, felt a sense of nostalgia for his first house made of straw. He longed for the lightness and ease of construction that the straw offered. With determination in his heart, he set out to build his new house of straw once again. Peter gathered bundles of straw from the nearby fields, carefully selecting the strongest and most sturdy stalks. He stacked them one by one, forming the walls of his house. With each bundle, he relished the memories of his first attempt and the lessons learned from the encounter with the big bad wolf. This time, however, Peter was not content with a flimsy structure. He understood the importance of reinforcing the walls to make them more resilient. He added layers of straw, tightly packed and intertwined, creating a stronger foundation. He reinforced the corners with additional support, ensuring that his house had stability and durability. Peter's house slowly took shape as the walls rose higher. He carefully weaved the straw together, forming a tight-knit structure that would withstand the test of time. He paid attention to every detail, making sure there were no weak spots or gaps that could be exploited by any future adversaries. With the walls complete, Peter turned his attention to the roof. He fashioned a sturdy frame using thick branches, interlacing them to create a solid base. He then covered the frame with layers of straw, securing it tightly to protect against the elements. The roof was angled, allowing rainwater to easily slide off and prevent any water damage. Finally, Peter added a sturdy door made from a combination of straw and wooden sticks. He reinforced it with additional support, adding a latch to ensure it could be securely closed. With a sense of accomplishment, Peter stepped back to admire his handiwork. His house of straw stood tall and strong, a testament to his determination and lessons learned from the past. As Peter entered his newly constructed house, he felt a sense of security and peace. Although made of straw, it was far from flimsy. It was a home that symbolized resilience, growth, and the ability to learn from past experiences. Peter knew that he had put his heart and soul into building a house that would provide him with safety and comfort. The other two pigs, Patrick and Paul, stood outside Peter's house, admiring his work. They were impressed by his attention to detail and the strength of his construction. Patrick, the creative pig, marveled at the intricacy of the woven straw walls. Paul, the thoughtful pig, noted the stability and reinforcement that Peter had incorporated into the design. As night fell and the stars twinkled above, the three little pigs gathered inside Peter's house. They sat around a crackling fire, sharing stories and laughter. It was a moment of camaraderie and unity as they celebrated Peter's accomplishment and the progress they had made together. Little did they know that their respite would be short-lived. The big bad wolf, with his cunning nature, continued to lurk in the shadows, patiently awaiting the perfect opportunity to strike. The challenges they faced were far from over, and the wolf's hunger for a porky meal had not subsided. As the moon cast a gentle glow over the clearing, the three little pigs, Peter, Patrick and Paul, settled down for the night in Peter's sturdy house of straw. They found solace in each other's company, feeling a sense of security within the walls Peter had carefully constructed. However, their respite would not last long, for the big bad wolf was still lurking, waiting for his chance to strike. The following morning, the sun rose, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink. The three little pigs emerged from Peter's house, ready to face the challenges that lay ahead. Patrick, the creative pig, felt inspired by the strength and stability of Peter's house, but he desired something different for his own dwelling. Patrick had always been resourceful, thinking outside the box and finding innovative solutions. He was drawn to the idea of a house made of sticks, envisioning a structure that would embody simplicity and elegance. With determination in his heart, Patrick set out to create his house of sticks. He ventured into the nearby forest, carefully selecting sturdy branches and twigs. He examined each one, ensuring they were strong enough to bear the weight of his house. Patrick began by laying the foundation, positioning larger sticks in a rectangular shape. He secured them to the ground, using rocks and soil as anchors. With the foundation in place, Patrick meticulously stacked the sticks vertically, interweaving them to form the walls of his house. He ensured that each stick was firmly secured, leaving no room for weaknesses. The walls rose steadily, their natural beauty shining through with the patterns and textures of the intertwined sticks. Patrick's attention to detail extended to every aspect of his house. He crafted a roof using slimmer branches, carefully overlapping them to create a protective barrier against rain and wind. He added a layer of leaves, both for insulation and a touch of nature's beauty. The roof sloped gently, allowing rainwater to flow off effortlessly. As Patrick worked, he couldn't help but feel a sense of fulfillment. His house of sticks reflected his creative spirit and his belief in the power of simplicity. It was a humble dwelling, yet one that exuded strength and harmony with the natural surroundings. Once the structure was complete, Patrick fashioned a door from flexible branches, attaching them with sturdy twine. He added a latch, ensuring he could secure the entrance when needed. Stepping back to admire his creation, Patrick felt a surge of pride. His house of sticks stood tall, a testament to his ingenuity and the beauty that could be found in simplicity. Peter and Paul approached Patrick's house, their eyes filled with admiration for his work. Peter marveled at the elegance and natural charm of the structure, while Paul appreciated the resourcefulness and durability of the sticks. Together, they marveled at how their individual houses reflected their unique personalities and strengths. As night fell, and the clearing was bathed in the soft glow of the moon, the three little pigs gathered inside Patrick's house of sticks. They felt a sense of unity and resilience, knowing that they had created homes that would protect them against the forces of nature and the lurking presence of the big bad wolf. Unbeknownst to them, the wolf was watching from the shadows, his eyes gleaming with hunger and anticipation. He had witnessed the construction of Peter's house of straw and Patrick's house of sticks, learning from their successes and failures. The wolf knew that their determination and ingenuity would not deter him. He was ready to pounce, waiting for the opportune moment to strike. As the moon cast its ethereal glow over the clearing, the three little pigs, Peter, Patrick and Paul, marveled at Patrick's house of sticks. Its simplicity and elegance were a testament to his creative spirit. However, they knew that their journey was not yet complete. The big bad wolf still lurked in the shadows, hungry for a taste of pork. Paul, the thoughtful and cautious pig, had observed the trials and tribulations faced by his brothers. He realized the importance of building a house that would withstand the strongest of forces. With a determined glint in his eyes, Paul set out to construct a house that would surpass all expectations, a house made of bricks. Paul ventured into the surrounding area, searching for the finest clay and stone. He meticulously collected the materials, ensuring that each brick had the perfect shape and consistency. With a steady hand, he laid the foundation, carefully positioning each brick in a solid pattern. He mixed mortar, a combination of sand, water, and clay, to secure the bricks firmly in place. As he built the walls, layer upon layer of bricks, Paul could feel the strength and durability of his creation. Each brick was carefully aligned, leaving no room for weakness or vulnerability. The walls rose higher and higher, forming a fortress that exuded an air of permanence and security. With the walls complete, Paul turned his attention to the roof. He chose thick slabs of stone, carefully arranging them to create a solid structure. He took extra care to ensure that the roof sloped adequately, allowing rainwater to flow away from the house. With each stone placed, Paul could feel the weight of his determination and the resilience of his creation. Once the walls and roof were finished, Paul added a sturdy door made of solid wood. He reinforced it with iron hinges and a sturdy lock, knowing that it would serve as a barrier against any potential threats. His house of bricks stood tall and strong, a symbol of his careful planning and unwavering determination. Peter and Patrick gazed at Paul's magnificent creation, awestruck by its solidity and strength. Peter admired the impenetrable walls and the sense of security they brought, while Patrick marveled at the craftsmanship and attention to detail. Together, they knew that Paul's house of bricks would provide them with the ultimate protection. As darkness fell, enveloping the clearing in a cloak of shadows, the three little pigs gathered inside Paul's house of bricks. They felt a sense of unity and confidence, knowing that they had created homes that were capable of withstanding any adversity. Their journey had taught them the value of resilience, creativity, and careful planning. Outside, the big bad wolf watched, his eyes burning with fury and frustration. He had underestimated the determination and ingenuity of the three little pigs. Their houses of straw, sticks, and bricks stood as a testament to their unwavering spirit. The wolf knew that his previous attempts had failed, but he was not ready to give up. The hunger in his belly only grew stronger, fueling his relentless pursuit. As the moon reached its highest point in the night sky, casting an eerie glow over the clearing, the three little pigs, Peter, Patrick, and Paul, huddled together inside Paul's strong and sturdy house of bricks. They could sense an impending danger, for the big bad wolf still lurked in the shadows, his hunger unabated. The wolf, driven by his insatiable appetite and determination, had devised a plan to finally satisfy his craving for pork. He knew that he could not rely on brute force alone, for the pigs had proven their resourcefulness time and time again. This time, he would employ a different strategy. Under the cloak of darkness, the wolf stealthily made his way to the pigs' settlement. He approached Peter's house of straw first, remembering how easily it had crumbled in their previous encounter. He huffed and he puffed, summoning all his strength, hoping to blow the house down. But to his surprise, Peter's new and improved house withstood his assault. The reinforced walls held firm, swaying with the force of the wolf's breath, but refusing to yield. Frustrated but undeterred, the wolf moved on to Patrick's house of sticks. He could see the elegance and simplicity of the structure, but he believed it would be no match for his cunning. He huffed and he puffed once more, expecting the house to tumble before him. But again, he was met with resistance. The interwoven sticks held their ground, bending but not breaking under the force of the wolf's gusts. With both attempts thwarted, the wolf's frustration grew. He knew that his final challenge lay ahead, the house of bricks, carefully crafted by Paul's thoughtful and meticulous hands. The wolf approached the house, his eyes gleaming with determination. He could smell the succulent aroma of pork inside, fueling his hunger even more. The wolf took a deep breath and unleashed the full force of his breath upon the house of bricks. He huffed and he puffed with all his might, expecting the house to crumble before him. But to his astonishment and disbelief, the house stood strong, its walls unwavering against the onslaught. Inside the house, the three little pigs felt a sense of relief and triumph. Their careful planning and determination had paid off. They had created homes that could withstand the mightiest of forces. They knew that they were safe within the walls of their sturdy abode. Realizing that his attempts to destroy the houses had failed, the wolf grew desperate. He could feel his hunger gnawing at him, driving him to the brink of madness. With a cunning glint in his eyes, he decided to resort to trickery. He would wait for the pigs to emerge from their homes, luring them into a false sense of security before making his move. Days turned into weeks, and the pigs continued to live peacefully within their respective houses. They grew complacent, thinking that the wolf had finally given up. But little did they know that the wolf was biding his time, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. One fateful morning, as the sun peeked over the horizon, the three little pigs ventured out of their houses. They frolicked and played, their laughter filling the air. Unbeknownst to them, the wolf was watching from a distance, his eyes gleaming with a mix of hunger and cunning. Just as the pigs let their guard down, a flash of movement caught their attention. The wolf lunged forward, his jaws wide open, ready to seize his prey. But the three little pigs, quick on their feet, reacted with agility and speed. They darted back to the safety of their respective houses, slamming the doors shut behind them. The wolf, frustrated and defeated, let out a howl of rage. His plan had failed, and his hunger remained unsatisfied. The pigs, filled with a renewed sense of unity and resilience, knew that they had triumphed over adversity once again. And so, the three little pigs continued to live in their houses of straw, sticks, and bricks, side by side, forever watchful of the lurking dangers that the world held. They had learned the value of perseverance, resourcefulness, and unity in the face of adversity. Their story would be passed down through generations, a testament to the power of resilience and the triumph of the underdog. The story of the three little pigs doesn't end here. While the pigs may have triumphed over the big bad wolf in this tale, their journey is far from over. Their resilience and determination have brought them victory in this battle. But what adventures and challenges await them in the future? The three little pigs, Peter, Patrick, and Paul, have proven themselves to be resourceful and courageous. They have learned valuable lessons about the importance of careful planning, creativity, and the strength that lies within unity. As they continue on their journey, they will undoubtedly face new obstacles and adversaries. Their houses of straw, sticks, and bricks stand as symbols of their individual strengths and personalities. Peter's house represents the power of adaptability. Patrick's house showcases the beauty of simplicity and creativity, and Paul's house exemplifies the importance of stability and resilience. These attributes will serve them well as they navigate the ever-changing world around them. The story of the three little pigs teaches us that no matter how daunting the challenges may seem, there is always a way to overcome them. It reminds us of the power of determination, ingenuity, and the strength that can be found within ourselves and our communities. So, dear readers, as you close this chapter and leave the world of the three little pigs behind, remember the lessons they have taught us. Embrace the spirit of resilience, creativity, and unity in the face of adversity. Let their story inspire you to face your own challenges head-on and to never give up. For within each of us lies the potential for greatness. And who knows, perhaps one day, the tale of the three little pigs will continue, unraveling new adventures and inspiring generations to come.